Out of over 150 higher education institutions in the UK, at least 116 have COVID on campus. At the University of Leeds, there are over 38,000 students. But they're in lockdown and the campus is practically empty.
Everyone says that the most important thing about uni is meeting new people, making new friends. It's just empty. Quite depressing.
And it's like this in campuses across the country.
I tested positive for coronavirus on Tuesday.
I was tested positive for coronavirus last week.
I tested positive on Monday.
I've seen students panic to get food.
No one's telling us what's going on.
That's the end of the corridor and that's like the end of a boundary.
Learning, it's been an uphill struggle. There is no in-person contact hours.
The 3.5 weeks I've been in my flat have felt about 3 years.
It's quite frustrating to think that you've been spending over £9,000.
It's not like a normal uni experience as such, where you can go out all the time, there's always activities and sports.
And there's 4 of us in our flat, so I have 3 other people that I can meet. This is not the freshest we were hoping for.
First year student Becky has a heart condition and had to shield for 6 months before she came here.
I know what it's like to be like on a ventilator and stuff, and I was just so afraid that that would happen again.
So how have you been coping? Because it feels like it's a lot to kind of process and handle, especially at a transitional stage in your life.
It's difficult mentally. Like I would just panic and go into this like weird mode of just being like everything I touch is like infected. I didn't think it would be this bad. Like I didn't think that I would come here and like immediately go into a local lockdown.
Leeds is now a Tier 2 area, so Becky can't meet any friends and neighbours indoors. And although her flat is currently COVID-free, Becky's neighbours have tested positive for the virus.
This is it. This is uni. This is everything from when I was like in year 7 hoping for. And I'm sat by myself.
This is my room. I've got a bed and a desk over here.
As soon as you go into your room and shut the door, it's just so lonely. You just kind of spiral a little bit. There have been like days where I've been just in my room just crying. Like it does lead to like those dark places.
Has there been much support for you?
They've got like all the numbers that you can call. But I think a lot of people don't feel comfortable their first week ringing up a helpline. You kind of just deal with that yourself, or you can't just go to the person next door and like reach out. I don't think it's just me who's feeling that. We don't want to be here for Christmas. It's a very real threat. Every day it's like, well, do I just go home?
When I spoke to her about her coping mechanisms, it's even more uncertain now, and she doesn't have any of that same support system she had before, so it's worrying.